so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
What's going on YouTube? This is Necrostevo and you're watching one of my narrated Wi-Fi battles, and holy crap, E3 is amazing this year. I'm going to contain myself. There will be a video at the end of the week talking about all the awesome E3 announcements that I think are notable and are surprising. But fairy types, you guys. Fairy God Pokemon. Oh wait, no, that came out wrong. Anyways, today's match is an OU match that I had against ExoRaikou. He's one of my Twitter followers. Pretty awesome guy. This was a really odd match. I've been tinkering with this OU team some, and I like it. He opts to go for the extreme speed there. I think he thought that I started off with my Zoroark, which Zoroark and Gengar pair very well together, and this is actually Gengar, so he may have guessed wrong there, but he doesn't suffer too badly from it just because he has his multi-scale intact. And he goes for Outrage, and I was waiting on that, so now I can disable that Outrage, which is great. He also revealed to me that he is not Banded, maybe Lumberry, maybe, I don't know what else a Dragonite might have. He doesn't have leftovers. But anyways, though, now he's disabled and he can't use Outrage, and he is locked into Outrage. He's going to switch out, and I'm going to use another Shadow Ball on the switch, hoping to catch something, expecting me to sub. I really didn't want to sub up. He has several Pokemon that might be faster than my Gengar, and so it wouldn't make a lot of sense to, so I just wanted to put some damage on something, and he switches in Cloyster, which goes down because Cloyster's special defense is just not as good as that amazing defense that it has. Now he goes out into his Porygon 2. I knew I could 3-hit KO it, and Substitute was really obvious, so I did not go for it initially. I just wanted to stand, put some damage on it, and see what maybe he'd overpredicted. He goes for Ice Beam, and I was like, no big deal, that's probably a 3-hit KO. But he freezes me. That sucks. Hopefully I thaw out. Without Gengar, I kind of lose an answer to several things on his team. Expecting another Ice Beam, or maybe for him to recover, I go out into Fortress just to set up some entry hazards. And I can also set up screens, which this is my dual screen Fortress X-Death. If you guys have ever played Final Fantasy Dissidia, you know X-Death uses a lot of different shields and screens in order to block attacks and then immediately counter. So set up the light screen, switch back out into Gengar. He actually goes for the Calm Mind. Here I'm just praying that I thaw out. If I can thaw out, I'm behind the light screen. I can hit this Espeon and at least put some damage on him before he Calm Minds up too much. But he manages to get another Calm Mind while I'm still frozen here. And so he has a +2, and I'm hoping that I thaw out one more time. Let's go. Nope, no thaw out. Not at all. And so he's just going to kill me off with the Psy Shock, which of course bypasses the light screen because it's going to hit Gengar's physical defense. So dang it, 3 turns of freeze. Didn't get a chance to get anything going right there. That's okay though, I have Rhinox. With the light screen up, I can definitely live anything that he wants to go for. And just finish him off with the Mega Horn, which is what I had planned to do at least before he got a critical hit with the Hidden Power Fighting. So I am down 2 Pokemon to this Espeon, completely wasting my light screen. It has not come into play yet at all. And he's going to go for another Psy Shock, but guess what? This is not Thundurus, this is Zoroark, and I'm going to be able to hit him with a Dark Pulse. Not going to be able to kill because he has +2 special defense. But I bluffed that pretty nicely. I don't know, what do you guys think? Did I bluff that pretty well? I don't know. Now he's going to go for the Hidden Power Fighting. I thought with the light screen I should be able to live this just because of the damage that it did to my Rhydon. I went and ran a calc on that as my Rhydon was dying, and it was like I could have easily lived that with like 25-30% HP left. So knowing that, I knew I could live a hit there behind the screen, and I didn't really have an answer to switch into Gengar, and I was afraid of him substituting up. So I just stayed in there. I really wish I ran Sucker Punch on my Zoroark. I might have to start doing that. And unfortunately, my light screen wears off, so I'm going to bring back an X-Death here to set it up, maybe set up some hazards. Light screen's going to go up first because Gengar uses special attacks, and then maybe some hazards. He actually goes for Pain Split, which I found to be pretty interesting. I don't think I've seen Gengar sub-split in a while. And I'm just going to put up some hazards to discourage him from switching around. If he's going to attack my Fortress, he's going to be forced to use Focus Blast or Hidden Power of Fire, and I'm not that worried about either of those. And I also knew that I didn't want to switch my Thunderous into an attack from Gengar, and so I was just going to get up a bunch of hazards and then hopefully try to switch in Latios or Thunderous on a Focus Blast, but fortunately for me, he actually misses his Focus Blast, which that wasn't going to matter too much. My light screen is still up, so I'm going to live the Shadow Ball quite comfortably. But unfortunately, I'm going to be wasting my time taking down his substitute with the Psyshock. And of course, Gengar, his is faster than my Latios, which probably just comes down to a speed tie. I'm pretty sure they both have the same base speed. And it's not actually a speed tie because I don't have a perfect speed IV on my Latios, so never mind. He would outspeed me 100% of the time. Going to go out in the Thunderous here. My light screen is still up. I really wanted to go for an agility right there, but I knew he still had stupid Dragonite in the background, which could just extreme speed me into oblivion. And so I just wanted to put some damage on something. And if I could take out the Gengar, my chances of winning this battle would be much more likely. They would rise if I could finish off that Gengar, because right now Gengar outspeeds everything that I have left. Expecting the extreme speed, I go out into Fortress just to take it. It doesn't do anything. I figured I could actually switch out here, expecting maybe a Fire Punch or an Earthquake. Switch out into the Thunderous. Try to just, you know, I was trying to psych him out here is what I was trying to do, because my options were extremely limited. So now that I forced him to go for the Earthquake, we're going to go back out into X-Death, hopefully make him waste another extreme speed PP. So now he's used 3 out of his 8, assuming he has a PP max. He only has 5 extreme speeds left. Here he predicts me to go back into Thunderous, and I predicted that, so I stayed in. And I'm just going to set up a Reflect to help me take the hits from extreme speed or Outrage or anything he wants to use better. And here he predicts me to switch out again, and I predicted it again, so I stayed in that time. And this time, I'm just going to set up the other screen because he still has Gengar left. So I'm trying to put my Thunderous in a position where it can sweep. And I was trying to, the only attacking move I have on this Fortress is Rapid Spin. And that's not quite going to work out right here. Of course, it is named after X-Death, and I was thinking of X-Death Hurricane attack where it's spinning really, really fast in Dissidia. Of course, this Fortress is from my Dissidia theme team. And I actually managed to live 3 hits from behind the Reflect, which is both good and bad. If I had died to a hit, then it would have been great, because then guess what? I could have just gone out. He would have had one more turn of Outrage to go for, and I could have gone for the Agility. But since my Fortress survived and I killed him with a Rapid Spin, now he gets to go out into Gengar and substitute up. I don't have any way to hit him because my only attacking move is Rapid Spin. Maybe I should take off one of those screens for a Gyro Ball. I don't know. I really don't know. Or maybe even just get rid of Spikes. But I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt to knock out his sub. The Shadow Ball did not do that much damage, but I have a Life Orb. So I'm going to be whittled down very quickly here, and I can't really do much about it. I predicted him to just go for the damage, expecting me to knock myself out with the Life Orb recoil, so I do use Agility. So now I'm faster than Gengar, but I only get 2 attacks, maybe. Maybe 2 attacks. My Reflect goes down. That's not a big deal at this point. I can kill off the Gengar with a Thunderbolt, but I think he still has 3 Pokemon left at this point, so it's not going to quite cut it. And I have 1 HP left. If I had just, I don't know, if there are so many things in that battle that could have gone better than they did. And then setting up the Spikes was supposed to help me out with this Porygon too. And I can use Focus Blast, but I miss. So that's just kind of salt in the wound. I don't think it would have killed. But it would have been nice to at least hurt it really, really badly before it took me out. So Thunderous goes down. I have my Fortress left with only Rapid Spin and 11 HP. That's not going to quite cut it. So that's going to be the end of that battle. So a little hacksy, but at the same time, very interesting mind games, especially the switching back and forth there with Fortress near the end against the Dragonite. That was just pure, okay, what is my opponent going to do next? Because if at any point, if I had switched into Thunderous, that match could have been over a lot sooner. I really want to know how that match would have gone hadn't I had the crit on my Rhydon, because Taking out the Espeon would have been really, really nice. But anyways, though, all that aside, hope you all enjoy the match. Man, what do I have going on? I worked all morning. I just got off work about an hour ago, watched all the Nintendo Direct stuff, and then I have rehearsals tonight for a musical that I just made auditions for. So that's going to be fun as well. So I hope you guys have a great week. Enjoy all the wonderful E3 news. I'm so hyped for E3 this year. Lots of great announcements. I can't wait to make my video at the end of the week about what I'm excited for from E3. And I hope you guys are enjoying the announcements as well. So have a great day, have a great week, and I will talk to you all on Friday. Bye now.